Welcome to our YouTube channel, ladies and gentlemen. This is Skyman, the tourist man in Black Africa. In this video, I want to give a critical analysis of Uhuru Kenyatta's interview with the editors from various media houses. Because a number of Kenyans want us to discuss this interview. And if you ask me, a number of things came out very clearly. Listening to Uhuru Kenyatta, the tone was not of that of somebody who is not bitter, somebody who is at peace with himself. Because even when he's talking about Uhuru legacy, that is his legacy, you realize that he seems to have fond memories of some aspects that happened. Indeed, in one of the questions, he jokingly told Kenyans that now that people have been saying that the express highway belongs to him, now why should he not be given, if it is his, why is he not being given 700 million that is now being used to repair the road that was demonstrated, that was destroyed during the demonstration, that is the expressway. And this is somebody who is very funny. In fact, one thing I like about Uhuru Kenyatta, the man is very, very simple. In fact, you cannot even say that he is a son of the first president of the Republic of Kenya. And you cannot even say the son of the first lady, and he himself, the fourth president of the Republic of Kenya. He comes out as a very, very simple person and somebody who is at peace with himself. Again, his tone was that of reconciliatory. I read that when you look at him, you realize that he wants peace for this country. He wants the country to continue enjoying peace and tranquility. That is the truth of the matter. In fact, even that idea, because for the first time, he referred to William Samoei Ruto as my president. Remember, he has always told Kenyans that Raila Amolo Odinga is his leader. And that one does not deny the fact that William Samoei Ruto is the president. That is the message that was coming out very clearly. And again, when he was asked about whether he recognized William Samoei Ruto, he said, yes, he's my president. And he said, the funny thing is that these people are neighbors, by the way, because his home, which is at Dennis Pitt Road, is actually just next to State House. I don't know whether State House gets B or A. Like, the truth of the matter is that if we were asked that whether William Samoei Ruto has been reaching out to him, the point that he came out very clearly is that William Samoei Ruto does not seem very eager or very keen to talk to Uhuru Kenyatta. But he said if he were called, he would go because William Samoei Ruto is currently the president. So that is very, very clear. That point should be taken very keenly. And that is where many people are asking about now the relationship between William Samoei Ruto and Uhuru Kenyatta and Raila Amolo Odinga. Now, when you look at it, he also referred to Raila Amolo Odinga as his party leader, telling that was the same as telling Kenyans that although William Samoei Ruto is the president of the Republic of Kenya, we as Azimio have our leader, our party leader. That was the message. And I think William Samoei Ruto, I think this is a big challenge to him because, one thing that came out very clearly, immediately after this interview, we saw the headliners, Akina Kimani Ichung'wah tweeting, telling Uhuru Kenyatta that you are only invited to advise on something like state capture, to be worshipped as a small god, something like that. And Kimani Ichung'wah comes out as a very bitter person, very bitter person. And the reason for this is because he knows that any truce between Uhuru Kenyatta, Raila Amolo Odinga, and William Samoei Ruto will leave the hardliners, especially those from Mount Kenya, they will be very, very irrelevant. And that is why you see now they are coming out very, very strongly to ensure that William Samoei Ruto does not show any way of even talking to Uhuru Kenyatta. Remember these people who are the hardliners in Kenya Kwanza. They thrive in chaos when the country, with the first president and when the fifth and the fourth president are not in talking terms, when they are squabbles, which is bad for this country. Again, when you look at Uhuru Kenyatta, something else that came out very clearly is that he accepts, in fact, he accepted that William Samoei Ruto won the election. That is what came out very clearly. And because he said that William Samoei Ruto won the election, although I supported a different candidate, I did not support him, he won the election. Alitushida. That is what he said. And this one tells you that William Samoei Ruto needs to know how to approach the situation now, because now the ball has been thrown to him, if you ask me. And when the ball is thrown to you, then sasa ukitupa mpira nje, sasa shida inakuwa ni kwako, and sasa wewe ndio utalaumiwa. And that was very wise of William Samoei Ruto, Kenyatta, if you ask me, because you see now Kenya Kwanza have been accusing him of funding demonstrations, because yeye alisema hakuna jambo lolote ambalo amefanya kinyume na katiba. Akasema kwamba hakuna wakati hata mmoja ambapo amefadhili yale maandamano, and he put it very clearly that he does not want to be in politics. He does not want to be in elective politics. Ataki, yeye anataka kupumzika. He's 62 years. That was good, if you ask me, because you see Kenya Kwanza wamekuwa wakisema kwamba yeye ni kana kwamba akona tamaa sana ya uongozi. Sijui kama wanaona kama anataka kurudi katika uongozi. So now, if I want you to start looking at the reaction of Kenyans, because even if you read that tweet by Kimani Ichung'wah, utaona kwamba watu wengi wamemkashifu Kimani Ichung'wah kabisa. Wanamwambia kwamba he need to stop talking about Uhuru Muigai Kenyatta. And I think I would also tell William Samoei Ruto the same. He need to stop talking about Uhuru Muigai Kenyatta. In fact, hatafai kuwa namtaja jina ati akiwaambia hivi serikali iliyopita nini, because as Uhuru Muigai Kenyatta said yesterday, he is now the president and he has to work for the people, and he does not need to look at the people who are surrounding him, because in the fullness of time the buck stops with William Samoei Ruto. If this country fails, the person who will be blamed most is William Samoei Ruto. Now, even those guys who are hardliners, they are hardliners because of whatever they are getting, not because the country is gaining a lot. And for instance, when the police kill innocent Kenyans, when the police shoot innocent Kenyans, the truth of the matter, the fact of the matter is that these people will not be blamed. The person who will be blamed most is William Samoei Ruto. That is the truth of the matter. Again, there is also this issue of the family, and one thing came out very clearly, that William Samoei Ruto has not treated Kenyatta's family very well. Na jambo moja ambalo nataka kumsifu hayati Arap Moi. Arap Moi treated Kenyatta's family very well. That is the truth of the matter. And hata alimleta Uhuru Muigai Kenyatta katika siasa. Again, Kibaki treated Moi very well. Akina Murugaro walienda pale wakijaribu kusema kwamba Moi atiwe baroni nini, but Kibaki told them no, because Kibaki was full of wisdom. And this is what we are asking in this government. There's no need of mistreating the first family, that is the Kenyatta's family. Hakuna haja. Why traumatize the family? Why look like you are terrorizing the family? Why not even give them security? It costs nothing. After all, they are entitled. It's not a privilege, as Uhuru Muigai Kenyatta said yesterday. There's also this issue, and I think it was good that Uhuru Muigai Kenyatta talked about it. That because you see, he has somehow exposed William Samoei Ruto's government that they are planning to attack a home of a cabinet secretary. Ndio sasa waanze kumlaumu ati yeye amefanya hivi. And I will not dispute this much, because Uhuru Muigai Kenyatta, just as he said, he has been the president of this country. Na anajua mengi, na ajua mambo mengi. Indeed, I think there is nothing that happens in this country without Uhuru Muigai Kenyatta knowing. Hata yale yote ambayo serikali inapaga, lazima Uhuru Kenyatta huwa anafanya. Huwa anajua, huwa anafahamishwa na watu. In fact, even any move that William Samoei Ruto makes, lazima Uhuru Muigai Kenyatta huwa anajulishwa na hawa watu wake. That is the truth of the matter. And that is why I'm saying that the government, because now it was painted in bad shape, if you ask me, a bad image. How would the government actually try to attack the home of a cabinet secretary just to blame Uhuru Muigai Kenyatta? And when you look now at the issue of the guns maybe seems to look like Uhuru Muigai Kenyatta has a point, because this issue of guns, that the Kenyatta family has 328 guns, they should surrender nini. But Kenyatta came out very clearly, and talked about that the son owns 3 guns, the other one 3 guns, the daughter doesn't have any gun, and they surrendered the guns when his term was over and reapplied and was given guns. I don't know, but when you look at it very clearly, it is now William Samoei Ruto to take the country where people want the country to go. Kwa sababu Uhuru Muigai Kenyatta alimwambia vizuri sana, akamwambia kwamba jambo moja ni kwamba kuna yale mambo ambayo watu wanazungumzia. That is what the president should address. He should not address Uhuru Muigai Kenyatta. He should not address Raila Amolo Odinga. Let him lower the cost of living. That is what people want. Let him open the servers. That is what people want. Let him reconstitute IBC with Raila Amolo Odinga and opposition. That's what people want. And I think Uhuru Muigai Kenyatta, that was a masterstroke, if you ask me. And it was a very, very successful interview. I don't know what you think about this interview, but from where I sit, it was a very, very good interview. Have a blessed day.